Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back. Okay, welcome to our online community. If you're joining us on the YouTube, on our online membership, we have people that practice with us, and since pandemic kind of broadened the community, there's people all over the world. Okay, so for you at home, just want to mention real quick, there are more people in the class. I just can't afford them, so they're not on camera. Okay, they're on the other side of the room. And then all these folks, I could afford them, they're relatively inexpensive, or they're just kind-hearted human beings, which is nice too. So welcome everybody. Let's start lying down onto your backs. Let your legs split, let your arms come down by your sides. A Friday morning, I don't know, maybe it feels a little different than a Monday morning, 10:30 practice. In your demonstration this morning, basically what will take place inside of yourself, we stay open. What will be revealed, we cannot predetermine. And start to identify what you're feeling in your body this morning. And give your head a gentle turn, chin to the right and chin to the left. And then when you bring your chin back to center, it's not as though the back of your head is this completely flat surface. So it's interesting, some of us, we have really different types of bone structure in our skulls. So you find a place in where you can settle into that feeling through the back of your head, relax the muscles on your face, and begin to observe the air as it flows in through your nose and out through your nose. Bring some gentle movements into your fingers, into your toes. Moving your phalanges, fingers and toes. Make that bigger. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. And then take your arms over your head. Big stretch. Point your toes. Keep your legs straight. Bring them together. And stretch, yawn, stretch, yawn, stretch. And with your exhale, draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, hands to your shins. And bring your forehead up to your knees. And we've been taking this dive. And physically, in the awareness of your hips this week, feel the bones in your thighs coming into your pelvis. Notice if your hip flexors, right, they're going to accommodate anything that's going on in the body. Rock it out side to side. And release your shins in time, roll over, and come around into a child's pose so that your knees are mat width apart. And take your hips back. And as you set your forehead, soften the shoulders, slide the elbows back a little bit. And so the shoulders can be softer and versus held up in the tension of the flexion. Did you know that when you're in child's pose, I walk around and I look at the bottoms of your dirty feet? Did you know that? I do nothing else. I'm not thinking about what's coming next. I'm looking at the dirty feet. On your inhale, rise up, tabletop. Bring your knees under your hips. And spread your fingers, straight arms. And tuck your toes. Feel the vertical lift, knees up 2 inches. That's vertical to the inner thighs. Less packing it in with the outer hips. More inner thighs, deeper breath. And then on your exhale, draw back into your downward facing dog. Thinking of different ways and to get people on board and acknowledging the energy of the sun. Rather than it being some kind of hippy-dippy, right, the prana of the sun flooding your system. Do you know when you sit out in the sun and for a period of time, what happens? You get a sunburn. The sun literally burns the biggest organ of your body, which is your skin. So it's a very logical understanding that there is energy coming from the sun. It burns you. You bring your big toes together, lift your heels up, and bend your knees. Exhale, walk forward to the top of the mat. Right? So ideally, when you're in a space practicing in relation to the sun and it's not burning you, it's doing other things. Grab opposite elbows. Let your head drop. It's giving us the opportunity to feel what we're feeling because all the planets are in a gravitational relationship with the sun. And so that's the only reason why you can feel something in a forward fold. Yoga would look a lot different if we were in outer space and without gravity. You switch the grip, bring the other forearm in front. I think breathing, because we're so conditioned, breathe into the tension, breathe into the resistance, that would look a lot different. And so the mind, I assume, would be different as it relates to the body. And release your elbows, hands to mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, shoulders roll. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Inhale, stand, rise, reach your arms up. Cactus the arms, open the chest, and feel the strength in your legs so that you're not dumping weight into your low back. And connecting ground, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bow inward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant, step back, breathe in your high plank. Ground the balls of your feet and draw in and up with your rib cage. Feel your back strong. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. So if you haven't done an up dog since yesterday, how is that possible? Right? Your body is like you've never done an upward facing dog before. Woo, got tight since yesterday or the day before, since the last practice. And bring your big toes together, heels high. Exhale, 2 big steps to the top. Deeper breaths, everybody. Inhale, lift halfway. Lips sealed, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise from the core, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, you're navigating this space. Exhale, dive, bow inward, go inside of yourself. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, bend your arms. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Keep your legs strong. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. And strong, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Right? We all know the speech, one day. One day. We're still living in a world, everybody. One day. One day we will rise. One day. Lift your heels. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise through the core. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, bow inward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant, step back, chaturanga, elbows to your ribs. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And you take those kinks out of the wrist as you draw your chest back. You are lessening the harshness of the flexion through your wrist. Wrap the elbows in. And feel the biceps turning out. So the eye of the elbow is pointing up. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square, left leg strong. Curl your right heel into your bum. And if you notice your ribs popping out, that is extension through your spine. Keep your ribs in so you're more neutral. Bring your right knee to your nose. Stay here, little pulses, knee to your nose. You feel the strength in your left hip crease, keeping your hips drawn up. Wonderful. Step your right foot all the way through. Soften your left knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as your arms go straight and squaring your hips, take your right hand, grab the inside of your left wrist. Pull the wrist back and side bend to the right. If you lose the pinky toe side of your foot, roll the weight back into it. All right? You would have a heck of a time balancing in any of these postures if you didn't have pinky toes or pinky fingers. They don't get a lot of love in the yoga class. You would have a heck of a time, everybody. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and step left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, right ankle behind your left. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And drop the chin, belly in. As you exhale, stretch, reach your knuckles up and over. If anybody would like to be a guinea pig, I could cut off your pinky toe, and then we can see, oh, that does not sound fun at all. It's very important. And hands to your low back, release your grip. Hands down, step your right foot inside your left foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise, stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So one side versus the other should feel different. Bend your legs, keep your hands in front of your heart, and you should be able to feel down into your hips in relation to your low back, your glutes, your belly, through your spine. Stand up, arms by your sides, feel your feet. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bow inward. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, drag your heart through up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. All of these muscles built around your heart and to support the muscle that is your heart. Kind of important. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, curl your heel into your bum. Keep your ribs in. Feel your right leg strong. When you're losing in the element of square, then you know you're compensating maybe with a shoulder. You bring your knee to your nose, and then pulse your knee into your nose. Keep your right leg so you're elevating through your pelvis. And keep breathing through the nose, in and out. Big step, left foot all the way through. Soften your right knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, arms up. Left hand to your right wrist. Pull the wrist back. Ground the pinky toe side of your back foot. Side bend any amount. Rather have the length and then that essence of the lateral movement and expression through your torso. And you break up any feeling of tension into your ribs and your outer hips. And breathe in, rise to center. And exhale, bring your gaze and hands down. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left ankle behind your right, pinky toes meet. Hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, drop the chin. Exhale, reach your knuckles up and over. If we're talking about pinky toes and pinky fingers, I think it's going to be a good day. Considering it's not every day where that becomes the emphasis of your yoga practice. Hands to your low back, release the grip, step your left foot back inside. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, use the core, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart, little more level and square, bend your legs, sit down. And feel your feet, rock the weight into the heels, out of your toes. Little to no grip in your jaw, stand up, arms by your sides. Inhale, arms up, grow up, lift your gaze. Exhale, dive, bow inward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bend one knee, bend the other knee. Good, both legs straight, feel the vertical, lift your heels up. Nice, pull your hips back, press through your hands, bend your knees, exhale, jump to the top, soft landing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms up. Sit back, exhale into your chair. Bring your hands into your heart. Twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. Keep your knees side by side, and then open your arms into a T. Right arm up, left arm down. And for the people not on camera, I'm not even allowed to say their name, right? They're that strict. Otherwise, I have to pay them a lot of money. And bring your palms together. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach. Left arm under your right arm, eagle wrap your arms. Bend your legs, sit back and down. Cross your left leg over your right leg and hug into your midline. If the jaw remains soft, the breath flowing thoroughly, you've got all that prana, right? It's not making shit up, it's real. Stand up, lift your left knee, keep your eagle arms, kick back, toppling tree, pull up through your right thigh, draw out through your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. Unravel the arms, take your hands to the mat, take your head down, and then squat, left knee behind your right knee. In a curtsy, rock the weight into your heel. And keep breathing off the shoulders, rolling tension off your back. And tuck your chin, get your forehead to your right knee. Right, now slowly from your belly, start to kick your left leg up to the ceiling, standing in the splits. If your forehead went away from the knee, bring it back in. Use your belly, connect to your breath, stretch your back body. On your exhale, step your feet together. Soft bend to both knees. Inhale. Little flutter to the lips. Exhale. Lips sealed. Inhale, rise. Arms circle up. Exhale, sit back and down into your chair. Feel your core, your thighs, your belly, and your back. Hands to your heart center. Ring it out. Twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Practice knees side by side. Open the arms into the T. Left arm up, right arm down. And palms together. Scoop the belly. Inhale, rise. Stand up, straight legs. Right arm under your left. Eagle arms. Bend your legs, sit down, finishing the exhale, cross your right leg over your left leg. And just drawing your hips relatively square. Mindfulness is the adjustment. We have to adapt. The world is not the same today, 2022, as it was in the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s. So the adjustments, mindfully engaging what is right now, stand up, lift the knee. Breathe, exhale, kick back in your toppling tree. Feel, draw up the thigh, lengthen through the crown. You're building that full body awareness. Unravel the arms, hands to the mat. Take your head down into a squat, right knee behind your left knee. Bend your standing leg, get your forehead closer to your left knee. Breathe it off your back and your shoulders. Keep the forehead to the knee. From the belly, start to kick your right leg up. You are breathing through it. There is no other way. I know your mind thinks there is. You're breathing through it. Step your feet together, big toes touch. Bend both knees, breathe, flutter your lips on your exhale. Ground, inhale, reach up, stand tall, lips sealed. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, tailbone down. Belly in, circle the arms, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Let's feel some lightness. Set the hands, inhale. Jump back, bend your arms when your feet land, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, down dog, step, right foot through. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms by your sides, chest forward, keep going, lift your back foot off the ground, toppling tree. And then step back into your lunge, crescent, reach your arms up. Put it in your back leg, warrior two. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, reverse your warrior two, up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands, pivot, kick back, three-legged flow, chaturanga. Feet down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw with your legs, downward facing dog. And breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step, left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swing the arms by your sides, chest forward, keep going, lift your back foot off the ground. And float, step back into your lunge, arms to the sky. Put it in your back heel, warrior two, plant and pivot. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Windmill your hands, plant and pivot again, kick back, chaturanga flow. It's a lot of planting and pivoting. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And every time you do, you are wrapping yourself back into the midline. It helps if you have an incredibly distractive mind, one that likes to entertain all of those thoughts outside of. And walk your hands back to your feet. And feet hip width apart. Peace fingers, hook your big toes, turn your elbows out. And slide your forehead in closer to your shins. And you assess the feeling that which did not exist when you walked into the room. If you have the clear connection to your breath, keep it going. If not, slow down the exhale and allow the mind to arrive in the space of the breath. Release the toes, separate your feet, mat width apart. Squat, bring your bum down, elbows to your inner thighs. And palms together as you work the chest up. And believe it or not, it is not about the upper body strength. This is a fulcrum. This is balance. This is the importance of pinky fingers and pinky toes. Set your hands down to the mat, shoulder width. Draw your butt up, knees to your arms above your elbows. If you get your hips stacked over your elbows, over your wrists, now it's balance. Press through your fingertips, lift one or both feet off the ground. Bring your feet back to the ground. Great job, everybody. Lift your butt, forward fold. Heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Crawl your hands out in front. That's going to put plank more in your legs. Right hand forward 2 more inches. Outer edge of your right foot, side plank. Again, pinky fingers, important. Keep your thumb, however, of the right hand pressing down so you don't over twist the shoulder. Bring your left knee into your chest. Grab your left shin below the knee and pull the knee up to lift your bottom hip higher. And keep your right thumb pressing down. Pivot square, left hand down, step back into your dog. Left leg strong, inhale, lift your right leg high. Big step, right foot all the way through. Lunge, twist, reach your right arm up. And so your right leg bends, which means your sitting bone actually drops down. The front of your left hip turns up. Now lengthen through the crown of your head. Hook your right arm behind your low back. And feel the strength in your left leg. Take your gaze forward and reach your left arm out in front of you. Use that left arm as a lever, and to inhale, rise all the way up, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, warrior two, left arm back, right arm forward. Right arm down inside the shin. Take your left arm up, draw your tailbone back in. Shoulders away from the ears. Top arm is fiercely long, but you're not gripping, clenching, tensing through your jaw. The breath is flowing through your body. Stay with your lunge. Inhale, rise. And as you exhale, straighten your front leg. Take your right arm straight up to the ceiling. You take your left hand up to your right wrist, and then draw it back in space. Feel the side body stretch. Keep your legs straight. Inhale, rise. Hands to your hips, tree pose. Right foot to your inner left thigh. One big step for mankind. Hands to your heart. Face the side of the room. Palms together in front of your heart. And shoulders down away from your ears. We'll see what we got in the core strength. Exhale, big step forward, warrior two. It is a pivot, arms up, back heel high. Square your lunge to the front of your yoga mat. Okay, now, instead of stepping forward, this front foot is going to step back on an exhale. Bend into the front leg. Big step to the back of your mat. And bring your hands to your heart center. Release your arms by your sides. Nice. Standing a little taller. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. We're coming from the back. Take an inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. Why? To keep the strength in the legs. Left hand forward 2 more inches. Outer edge of your left foot, side plank. Right arm up. Right knee into your chest. Grab the outside of the shin. Draw the knee up. That's going to lift your bottom hip. Stay with that left thumb so you're not over-rotating in the shoulder. Plant, right hand down, step back into your dog. Right leg strong, inhale, left leg up. Big step, left foot all the way through. Lunge twist, left arm up. So most of the time we're not bending that left leg enough. And if you do, then your shoulder is trapped. You got to move your right hand forward more. So the front of your right hip is lifting. Draw the back of your right knee up. Back up. There you go, Samira. Hook your left arm behind your low back. Take your gaze forward. Ground the back foot. Reach your right arm out in front. Yeah, it's a long stretch, but you're not going to fall, right? You're not going to fall forward. Inhale, rise, go up. Warrior two, pivot, plant, left arm comes out in front. Tuck that left hip in. Left arm down inside the shin. Right arm straight up, shoulders away from the ears. You've got it intact. Again, the pinky toe of your right foot. So important in the modified side angle or the extended side angle, breathing through that back hip. Stay with your lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Yes, feel the chest proud. Left arm goes straight up. Right hand to your left wrist. And then pull it up, pull it back. Keep your hips level. Nice. You guys are getting better. A lot of times that front hip will hike up too high. Nice and level. Balls of your feet ground, no gripping with your toes. And keep your legs straight. Bring your arms back. Hands to your hips. One breath. Exhale, tree. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Draw it all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Okay? And you're going to get used to the draw element of the breath versus simply moving your body around with your mind. On your exhale, big step forward, warrior two, soft landing, arms out into the T. Feel that lift in your heart. Reach your arms up, pivot back, heel high, square your lunge, top of the mat. All right, form the idea. See the path through the breath in the body. Bend that left leg. Exhale, step back. Feet together, hands to your heart center. Release your arms by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, crawl out to your high plank. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, down dog, hop to malasana, feet outside your hands. Yes, hands to your heart, take an inhale. Sit a little bit deeper on your exhale. Feel your feet, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, butt up, jump back, chaturanga flow. Feet together, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog step, right foot through. Let it land, straighten your front leg. Draw your hips square. Twist, reach your right arm up. Keep your twist, take your gaze down. Feel your legs strong. Take your left hand outside your right foot. Okay, now this will be easier. Bring your right hand down next to your left hand and start to turn to the outer edges of both feet. So you're walking your hands to the side edge of your mat. The only way it makes sense. Yes, keep going. Other way, Andrew. Towards me. And turn to the outer edges of your feet. Keep lifting your hips up. Legs straight. Do you feel something? Breathe into it. Support from your core. Okay, now slowly, your arms are there. Start to bend your legs. Sit down in between your ankles. Right knee stacked over your left knee. Facing me, facing the side of your mat. Easier said than done. Reach your left arm up. Left hand to your upper back. Okay, we'll keep it with breath. Right arm out into a T. Turn the thumb down behind your spine. If you can reach up, clasp your fingers. Go for it, but you don't have to. This is life, everybody. Little did you think you were going to be in this pose. Little did you know that you would be in this realm of transition. But what you do have confidence in building are the breaths that you're taking, and then understanding that I'm practicing to an edge. As you release the bind, here's the deal. Right foot turns flat. Hands go to the top of the mat. Push the butt up. Let's go. Half moon. Left leg lifts. Right hand to the ground. Kick through your back heel. It's like your coming out party, everybody. You're coming out of the tension, right, in the horrible place of your mind that holds on to that tension in your outer hips. Kick, kick, kick through your heel. And bring your gaze in, left hand down, pivot square, step your feet together, big toes touch. You can always shift onto the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga, soft landing. Inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog, load the spring, jump to malasana, feet outside your hands, squat. Elbows to your inner thighs, hands to your heart center. And feel the weight in the heels. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down, butt up, jump back, chaturanga. Feet together, inhale, up dog, nice little pop, everybody. Exhale, down dog step, left foot through. Straighten your front leg, draw your hips back square. Twist, reach your left arm up. Perhaps it's a block under your right hand, a water bottle, anything to make that arm longer if you need it to get your left leg straight. Peter, bring your right hand forward more. Twist, look down. Take your right hand outside your left. Bring your left hand down by your right hand. Turn to the outer edges of both feet. Keep walking your hands around. Face the side edge of your mat. Keep your bum lifting. Use your arms. Imagine if you did not have pinky fingers in this position. Thank goodness. Use your belly, strong back, start to bend your legs. Okay? I've only seen like 2 knees pop out of the leg in that transition. Left knee on top. And ground your seat. Ooh. Inhale, right arm up. Right hand to your upper back. Left arm to the T. Turn the thumb down, bring the arm behind. Perhaps reach up if you can clasp. And ground your seat. Sometimes it helps to soften the eyes in the face of intensity and take a deeper breath and dissolve that tension through nothing other than what's going on inside of you right now. As you release the bind, turn your left foot flat, bring your hands to the top of the mat. Go slow with an exhale, lift your bum, half moon, right leg lifts. And coming out of those hips, feel good, long, long breaths from heel to crown, middle finger to middle finger. And keep drawing up through your left thigh as you exhale, square right hand down. Pivot, step your feet together, and walk onto the mat if you need to. Breathe in, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, backward bend. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Nice, press to the hands. Take a breath, flutter your lips, release your jaw. And we're going to use the ground. Step your right foot through. Soften your left knee down. Take a beat. Let your head get heavy. And simultaneously, feel gravity drawing your hips down. And start to rise. Inhale, arms up. And with your arms straight, and start to bring your palms together. And bend your arms. Take your thumbs on the back of your neck. As you firm your front foot, lift your elbows, twisting them in, and lift your ribs. Okay, you want the good news or the good news? Okay, you all have the extension and openness in your spine and your shoulders to do a forearm stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, gaze and hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, standing splits, left leg lifts. Okay, but let's practice with more space first. Set your hands flat, shoulder width apart. You press through your palms like you're doing a handstand. Lift your right heel. Bend your right leg. Exhale, jump off your right foot, land back on your right foot. So you're jumping off your right foot and landing back on your right foot. Okay, now in the next 3 rounds, use that left leg and lift it up to the sky as you exhale to catch some more hang time. And then everybody land 2 feet together. Big toes touch. Hands to your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, rise. Come all the way up to stand. Okay? A lot of times what gets you in that standing split, the outer hip. Lift your right knee in front. Figure 4, right ankle to your left thigh. Arms up. Sit back and sit down. Stretch the outer hip like a pigeon stretch to your piriformis. I don't know what you're feeling in your low back right now. All I can do is guide you to support it. Lift your right knee up in front. Interlace the fingers on the front of your shin. Your standing leg drawn up, inner thigh back, navel to spine first, and then reach down, grab for the sole of your right foot. You got to keep lifting the inner thigh. You got to draw the belly in, and on an exhale, slowly kick the foot into the hands. Standing forehead to knee with your belly, elbows out, forehead to your knee. Possible. Bend your right leg, stand up, arms high, finish tall, feel the standing leg. Step down, hands to your heart, humble your chin, samastitihi, means balanced standing. 3 breaths. You will always fill out the expression of your being in this room. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Right? To some relative edge, take an inhale. Plant, step, float back, chaturanga. Exhale, 5, 4. Oh, I guess we already landed. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward face. I was expecting you to float and hang out up there for a little while. You could pray for prana from the sun. Step your left foot in between your hands. Use the ground, right knee down. And let your head drop. The most challenging part of yoga, keeping the breath as a soft focus throughout. All the other things that pop up and attachments in the body and the mind. And keep your hips heavy. Start to reach your arms up over your head. Feel your front foot firm. It's not strength, it's a firm foot. And palms together. Prayer hands, thumbs on the back of your neck. Elbows in, lift them up, draw your ribs up. That is the feeling. When we get to the forearm stand, feel what you're feeling right now. Inhale, arms up, gaze forward. Exhale, hands down, tuck your back toes, lift the knee. Standing splits, draw your right leg up. And you set your palms flat, shoulder width. If you need a little hop back, hop your left foot back first. If your foot is too close to your hands, it could be more difficult to get that pendulum kick up. Lift your left heel. Exhale, jump off that left foot, use the right leg, and do 4 more. Practice some air. Nice. It's very unlikely that you're going to go over. Step together, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms up. Great, hands to your heart. Lift your left knee, figure 4, ankle to your right thigh. Sit back and down, reach your arms up. Slow down the exhale, soften the eyes, trust the standing leg. And I said it earlier in the week, either we trust or we don't. Stand up, lift your left knee, hands to your left shin, interlace the fingers, and feel the standing leg. Draw the navel in, reach down, grab the bottom of your left foot. And keep drawing through the inner thigh, navel to spine. As you exhale, kick into the hands. Elbows wide. Then with that draw, forehead to knee, you're not dumping any weight into your low back. But it will be okay. Bend the leg, rise, arms up, finish tall. Step down, bring your hands to your heart, samastitihi, balance standing. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step, float back, chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Slow, with your belly leg breaks, come down onto your knees. Crawl forward, sit on your shins. If you'd like some water, have a little sip. Great. Stand up onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Set up for camel pose. Stand up on your knees. Tuck your toes, hands to your bum, shoulders down, elbows in. And begin to arch the line of your spine. Okay, you're familiar, right hand to your right heel, left hand to your left heel. Inner thighs drawn up, tailbone down, neck on the line of your spine so you're not just throwing your head back. And let your breath support you where you are. Hands to your bum, belly in, lift the head. Untuck the toes, sit down. Hands in your lap, gaze down. So soften into the parasympathetic response of your nervous system, gaze down. I don't want you in all panic mode when you're going to balance yourself in beautiful harmonies in your forearm stand, pincha. You open the eyes, come onto your hands. If you'd rather just observe, you could sit on your shins. That's okay. You can learn that way too. Come down onto your forearms. Set your forearms like train tracks, elbows in, wrist out, shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the toes, exhale, lift the knees. You have felt it, and then you have felt it, and then you have felt it. The head never touches the ground. Walk your feet in. Pike your hips up. You can lift one leg. Okay? You can lift both legs. And remember that coil through the upper back, the extension through the spine, as you get your hips to stack over your shoulders. And then it all gets quite light from there, which is the scary part. People are scared of lightness. Most people operate on the drama of darkness. Softly bring your feet down. Everybody knees to the ground. Child's pose. Bum back. Slide your arms by your shins. And if you're really deep and you'd like to turn a cheek. I'll let you know when we're halfway and to turn to the other cheek. And if you're on a cheek, turn to the other cheek, please. And turn your forehead, bring your hands under your shoulders. And press up, sit on the shins, swing your legs out in front. And right leg straight, left foot, inner right thigh, tree leg. You feel your sitting bones, square your chest to your right knee, legs strong. Inhale, both arms up. Crisscross the wrist, exhale, grab the inside and the outside of your right foot. Lift your heart up. It's another way of getting you to lift. Turn your elbows out and then exhale. Bring your forehead to your knee. And breathe in, lift your chin, and release your foot. Take your left hand behind you, and kickstand, set the hand. Lift the hips, roll up to your left shin, reach your right arm back in space. And keep your left thumb rooting down. And feel the breath, top of your right foot, all the way back through your right wrist. You pivot to the back of the mat, right hand down. Back heel high. Exhale, step back into your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Single pigeon, right knee to your right wrist, turn your shin in, and slide your left knee back. Square hips, crawl your hands forward, and come down onto your elbows. As you inhale, come up to your palms. Rock to your right hip, swing your left leg in front. Tree leg, right foot, inner left thigh. And set your seat square. Inhale, arms up, left leg strong. Crisscross the wrist, grab the inside and the outside of your left foot. And draw your chest up. And turn your elbows out. Exhale, belly in, forehead to your knee. And connect breath, lift your chin. Take your right hand behind, set the kickstand. Roll up onto your right shin. Point your left toes, reach your left arm back. Pivot, gaze and left hand down, left heel high, exhale, step back into your down dog. And breathe in, lift your left leg up. Exhale, pigeon, left knee, left wrist, turn your shin in. Slide your right knee back, come down onto your forearms. We rise in the moment, everybody. You need to not see it all as somewhat of a roller coaster ride. There's got to be some development of illusion based on privilege or conditioning. It's all quite in the roller coaster when you see it as energy. If you can sit and you can breathe and you can observe in what you're feeling, it's not like the sun gives you gravitational force sometimes and then not other times. That would be interesting. And come on up to your palms, everybody. Lean to your left hip. Swing your right leg around in front and sit cross-legged in your seat. And take your left hand to your right kneecap. You reach your right arm up to the ceiling and then over to the left. Push the right knee away with your left hand. Take a deep breath into your right side body. Soften your chin, switch. Bring your right hand over to your left knee. Take your left arm up. Push that left knee away as you stretch. Take a deep breath into your left side body. It's like the friendly way of somebody coming by and kicking you in the ribs. Bring your gaze and hands down. Back of the hands, inner knees, palms up. And then wash it out of your face. Release the breath. And feel a lightness, a softness head. Beautiful mind sitting on top of a beautiful heart. And sitting on top of profound intuition housed around your belly. And the energy of an entire universe flowing through your entire body right now. And bring your palms together in prayer. Bow your chin in. Take a moment to seal your practice here. And when you're ready, if you'd like some water, please sip. And we'll turn around, head to the mirrors. Final resting pose for today in Shavasana, please. Now, the good news, and part of the reason why we teach the way that we do, is that you should get to the end of the class and ask yourself the question, would I ever do that again? And the answer should be no. And you won't. It will never be the same twice. We can release that as an expectation of our waking life and feel really good about what you did here today and the breaths that you took. And what you're feeling, sit, and observe and receive. Take your time in your Shavasana, everybody. Thank you for your practice, energy. Take care of yourselves. Continue to pray for peace. And have a great start to your weekend. We'll see you soon. Namaste.